Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, November 11, 2022. Family support can encourage you today. Good energy is with you for emotional issues. As the day advances, a Mercury-Saturn square comes into influence, and there may be a reality check or minor letdown. Even so, it's likely about an ongoing problem with a high potential for resolution, and you're now in the position to improve and strengthen your situation. Aim to identify ways that you may be limiting your progress without even knowing it. Humbling yourself to constructive criticism can be well worth your time now. Ultimately, however, what you believe is right matters most, so don't give others' opinions more meaning than your inner wisdom. Self-doubt can prompt some reflection. Take your time weighing the pros and cons, consider all your options, and then embark on a step-by-step plan to improve. A mighty lunar eclipse in your solar fourth house of domesticity, home, and family arrived yesterday and will echo over your life for 6 months to come. Your emotions will feel especially potent and likely triggered at this time. Use this time to assess how your living space promotes pleasure, connection, and entertainment. Regardless if single or attached, you may even decide it's time to renovate, redecorate, or move. Living in a space that nourishes you is one of the most important things life can teach you. If wanting to get into real estate, go for it now, and the two of you may revel in your findings. What do you need to focus on as the core elements of your career path? It might be time to tend to your foundation to feel empowered as a professional when the Sun in Scorpio opposes Uranus retrograde in Taurus. The structure of your career path could use a once-over. Revitalize your work and life balance by editing what you want to prioritize or focus on. Revamp your work environment if you need to feel inspired by new organizational methods or design choices. Stability will come from making a few beneficial changes. What makes a friendly aspect between Venus on the career and Neptune on the income front auspicious is not just that it starts just as Jupiter moves into his final 2 weeks in retrograde motion in your income sector, but just as all three are coming together. This will not only heighten income and job potential over the coming days, but it is bringing the planets of money, luck, and dreams into harmony. You should be getting a break with the planetary alignment today. It's time to focus on yourself and pamper yourself. Get yourself organized around what is good for you. Good food, good company, and yes, exercise. It's important to let your body express its raw energy rather than allowing that energy to stay bottled up and eventually be converted into mental energy. Use this aspect to begin a phase of physical purification. You're going to be in this body your whole life. Another cycle is ending today, and the time to wrap things up is at hand. A 10-day calls for closure and completion. Take the time to pull out any work that needs to be completed, and get it done. On a personal level, if there's unfinished business with someone, make the call to take care of it. Personal closure can be challenging but also enormously freeing. Be sure to close the book on as many things as you can today. No sooner does an eclipsing full moon that put your work and life balance to the test run its course than there is a chance to enjoy the benefits, and that includes on both sides of life's fence. While the clash was between forces on the home and professional fronts, at the same time that both sides experience a surge in support, the moon returns for its first visit to a fun, playful, romantic, and creatively charged part of your chart since Mars' retrograde turn here 10 days ago opened the doors to the past and second chances. 2 days after an eclipsing full moon brought any work and life balance issues to a head, the moon not only moves on, but there is a chance now to enjoy the benefits. As the moon returns for its first visit to your romantic sector since Mars turned retrograde here 10 days ago, and with it, a chance to embrace both his romantic passions and the doors now open to the past and second chances, having the right work and life balance couldn't be more important. Our eyes in the sky. The morning kicks off with an opposition between the Sun and Uranus. Early on, use this energy wisely to power through paperwork, homework, or any other mental activity you've needed to do, because your energy will decrease in the evening, making you want to just chill and do nothing. You are in a position of great power. Make sure that you are earning the salary you deserve. Your talent and critical eye are worth a great deal. You have a solid reputation. People can count on you. You deserve a wage that reflects this. Even though the rest of the day could feel lazier than usual, the moon moves into Gemini, making it a good time to clean and organize your space. Turn on some happy music and dance your stress away while you declutter. Getting rid of stuff that you don't want or need makes room for new opportunities while also serving to therapeutically release stagnant energies and emotions. It is quite obvious that you need to put in sheer, hard work in order to get what you want. One thing that may not be quite so obvious, however, is faith. Don't forget to have faith that what you are working on will be successful and profitable. Through tension and friction with a friend or loved one today, you are likely to reach a renewed sense of clarity. Through someone else's annoying criticism, light is shed on a difficult situation. Use this newfound clarity in the week ahead. The night blasts in with a lot of energy as Mercury and Saturn square off, so expect a change of heart for the better. This is the mystical CPR needed to get back on track so you can greet tomorrow morning with more energy. Just after midnight, the Scorpio Sun makes its annual opposition to Uranus in Taurus, an aspect that tied into the astrology of yesterday's lunar eclipse. At this time, sudden events prompt grand life changes. It's likely that we will interpret these incidents as threats to our ego and autonomy. This transit intends to disrupt our safety mechanisms so we stop relying on power plays to facilitate our evolution. But in the immediate, unexpected circumstances frustrate us, pitching us into reactive behavior. We assume that by fighting back using manipulation tactics we can assert our dominance and regain control, but this is an exercise in futility. Instead, consider what might happen if you accepted these events as harbingers of personal advancement, cosmic messengers that have come to liberate you from a predictable future. Going with the flow and adapting is better than clinging to a security blanket now. A new dawn is upon you. Light is suddenly being shed on an issue that was previously cast in shadow. Take advantage of this new beginning. You may have to change your position a bit in order to reap the full benefit of this exciting time. Before dawn, the moon sextiles Jupiter in Pisces, engendering emotional harmony. After a turbulent day, we are offered a reprieve. We are reminded that blessings are hidden within the most trying circumstances. On a subtle level, the universe is looking out for us. We can now see the necessity of change and recognize the good to be gained from a mass overhaul. That doesn't mean that we will like it. However, we will accept that we cannot stand still as the world continues to move around us and expect our situation to improve.